William Morrow and HarperAudio present The Light of Days, the untold story of women resistance fighters in Hitler's ghettos, by Judy Batalion. Read by Mozhan Marno. In memory of my bubby Zelda, and for my daughters, Zelda and Billy. Lador Vador, Chazak Vermatz. In honor of all the Jewish women of Poland who resisted the Nazi regime. Warsaw with a weeping face, with graves on street corners, will outlive her enemies, will still see the light of days. From A Chapter of Prayer, a song dedicated to the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising that won first prize in a ghetto song contest, written by a young Jewish girl before her death, published in Women in the Ghettos, 1946. Cast of characters. In order of appearance. Renia Kukioka, born in Yendreov, a courier for freedom in Benjin. Sarah Kukioka, Renya's older sister, a freedom comrade who takes care of Jewish orphans in Benjin. Zivia Lubetkin, born in Beteń, a freedom leader in the Jewish fighting organization, Job, and the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. Frumka Płotnicka, born in Pinsk, a freedom comrade who leads the fighting organization in Benjin. Hansa Płotnicka, Frumka's younger sister, also a freedom leader and courier. Tosha Altman, a leader of the Young Guard and one of its most active couriers, based in Warsaw. Vladka Mead, née Fegele Peltel, a Bundist courier in Warsaw. Heike Klinger, a leader of the Young Guard and the fighting organization in Benjin. Gusta Davidson, a courier and leader of Akiva, based in Krakow. Hella Schupper, a courier for Akiva based in Krakow. Bella Hazan, a freedom courier based in Grodno, Vilna, Białystok. Worked with Lanka Kozhibrodska and Tema Schneiderman. Chasha Bielitska and Heike Grossman, two young guard couriers who are part of a ring of anti-fascist operatives in Białystok. Ruska Korczak, a leader of the Young Guard in Vilna's fighting organization, FPO, and a partisan leader in the forests. Vitka Kempner, a leader of the Young Guard in Vilna's fighting organization, FPO, and a partisan leader in the forests. Zelda Traeger, a Young Guard courier based in Vilna and the forests. Faye Schulman, a photographer who becomes a partisan nurse and fighter. Anna Heilman, an assimilated Warsaw Young Guard member who takes part in the resistance at Auschwitz. Introduction. Battle axes. The British Library reading room smelled like old pages. I stared at the stack of women's history books I had ordered. Not too many, I reassured myself, not too overwhelming. The one on the bottom was the most unusual, hard-backed and bound in a worn blue fabric, with yellowing, deckled edges. I opened it first and found virtually 200 sheets of tiny script, in Yiddish. It was a language I knew but hadn't used in more than 15 years. I nearly returned it to the stacks unread, but some urge pushed me to read on, so I glanced at a few pages, and then a few more. I'd expected to find dull, hagiographic mourning and vague Talmudic discussions of female strength and valor, but instead, women, sabotage, rifles, disguise, dynamite. I'd discovered a thriller. Could this be true? I was stunned. I had been searching for strong Jewish women. In my 20s and the early 2000s, I lived in London, working as an art historian by day and a comedian by night. In both spheres, my Jewish identity became an issue. Underhanded, jokey remarks about my Semitic appearance and mannerisms were common from academics, gallerists, audiences, fellow performers, and producers alike.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?